Storm Tracker 13 forecast first. Sponsored by George Sink Injury Lawyers.
The time is 6:30. Thanks for staying with us. We are waking up to occasionally low-level clouds, but those are going to be lifting as we start to heat up. And it is already very warm. It's warmer than where we started on Sunday. And there is really no rain for this week. There's going to be the afternoon showers and storms, but not an all-day rain. It'll be incredibly hot during the afternoon. Minor relief if you are the lucky bunch that gets the rain. You're, of course, going to get to cool off, but it is just not going to be widespread for today. Temperatures, Conway is 9 degrees warmer compared to Sunday. Felt pretty nice. Most of us were starting in the 60s yesterday morning, so of course that felt great. But now we're back to feeling, you know, not the best in the morning time. It's 73 to 79 degrees outside right now. The winds are out of the south. Winds are very light today, less than 10 miles per hour. But the biggest thing for the days to come, unfortunately, is the heat. There's not going to be much of a break anywhere. Temperatures are going to be around 90 today in Myrtle Beach. Rain chances will be coming up during the late afternoon and evening time for the beach. Inland has lower rain chances compared to the Grand Strand, but they are going to have hotter temperatures up to 94 degrees. But we're going to feel that triple-digit heat today and likely getting a heat advisory for tomorrow.
All right, Hannah, thank you so much. And if you're just tuning in, here are a look at some of our top local headlines. One person was sent to the hospital overnight after they were thrown from their vehicle in Conway. Horry County Fire Rescue says crews were called to the area of Highway 65 and Groves Lane just after 10:15 last night. Officials say the car overturned and the person was ejected. No word on the victim's current condition.
And Horry County Police need your help finding this man, Jamarius O'Neill Brown. There he is. Authorities say one person was seriously hurt in the incident that happened on Eno Drive in the Loris area. Brown is considered armed and dangerous. Anyone who sees him is asked to call 911 and to not approach him.
4 people are hurt after 2 boats collided Saturday evening on the Waccamaw River. Horry County Fire Rescue says crews were dispatched around 6:45 to Bucksville Landing for the watercraft crash. Both boats sustained damage and 4 people were sent to the hospital with injuries. The South Carolina Department of Natural Resources is investigating.
And we're learning more about the man who ran into the water in Myrtle Beach on Friday to help a girl caught in a rip current. The coroner's office says 47-year-old Derek Moore's body was found Saturday morning near 11th Avenue South. The search started after police say he got into the water near 4th Avenue South to help the young girl caught in a rip current. After getting her to safety, officials say he was then taken by a rip current. Moore was from Georgia, and we spoke with a witness who says Moore's selfless actions deserve to be remembered. Take a listen.
Happened in our area before, and it's, you know, we remember it for a minute or two, and it's a great story, tragic, but a great story, and we remember it for a minute. But it's like, wow, we got to find a better way to make this lasting. I don't know what if the city can do something. I'm proud of our community, but yeah, it would be an interesting way to honor a guy who gave up of himself.
Definitely a hero, and no word this morning on the condition of the young girl. Myrtle Beach police are continuing to investigate.
News 13 on-time traffic, sponsored by Joy Law Firm. Just call Joy.
The time is 6:34 on your Monday morning, and we are going to see the bus stops getting a little bit more packed for especially elementary aged kids. But Horry County Schools is still not back to school just yet. As we take some live looks outside, Little River looks like clouds are maybe a little thinner. It looks just a little more clear on the left side of the Little River camera. A little more gray with some low-lying clouds over 501, but we are going to still have sunshine today. Those clouds are going to be lifting as temperatures start to warm up. Drive time is 7 minutes on Highway 501 from Highway 544 to Carolina Forest. Interstate travel has been great throughout the morning as well. No big construction zones to cause any backups. Seeing a little bit more brightness here over Sumter Street. But for this part of I-95, it is still relatively quiet. Downtown Florence, the drive time is 3 minutes from 5 Points to Irby. Jevin?
Hannah, thank you. North Carolina A&T State University was named the top historically black college or university in the nation. Forbes magazine's first ever ranking of the nation's HBCUs placed in the university in the top spot. Return on investment is how it was measured. A&T's average undergraduate cost for in-state student is $28,500 and early career median pay is $68,700.
If you're a prospective student who is into one of the STEM disciplines, we have an incredible track record of educating and graduating those students. We produce, for instance, more black engineers than any university in America, more black agricultural scientists than any other university in America.
The school is said to be evaluated for the Carnegie classification of colleges and universities later this year, when it's projected to receive Research 1 designation. That's the top designation.
Congress's is now underway after senators worked in a rare Saturday morning session to take a few key votes.
News Nation Washington correspondent Gabrielle Caracciolo joins us live to break down what they were able to get done before leaving Washington for 5 weeks. Gabrielle, good morning.
Good morning. Todd Blanche is going to be officially sworn in as Attorney General in the Oval Office this afternoon. His confirmation vote was just part of the reason these senators worked overnight Friday into Saturday before heading home.
The nomination is confirmed.
Early Saturday morning, in a 50-49 vote, senators confirmed Todd Blanche as Attorney General. With all Democrats and even some Republican lawmakers voting against the nomination, it came down to outgoing Republican Senator Bill Cassidy.
But the choice is not between perfection and Mr. Blanche. It is between Mr. Blanche and another acting Attorney General who may not run the department effectively under President Trump.
Senators also passed two bipartisan measures. A bill to fund the government through December 11th and avoid a government shutdown ahead of the midterm elections.
Putting the possibility of yet another harmful shutdown off the table should be a priority.
And a Russia sanctions package that would penalize countries continuing to buy Russian oil and gas.
This bill is about changing Vladimir Putin's calculus. Every barrel of oil that goes unsold, every dollar denied the Kremlin, makes it harder for Russia to finance its reign of terror.
And now senators are not due back here in Washington until mid-September. House lawmakers started their recess 2 weeks ago. They'll be back on August 31st. Adriana, Jevin.
Gabrielle, thank you. Yesterday, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu dismissed a deal on Gaza proposed by President Trump last month, saying Israel's military will not carry out any withdrawal until Hamas is disarmed. Netanyahu said during a cabinet meeting that Israel rejects the 15-point document, but is still discussing plans on Gaza with Washington after making similar comments last week. President Trump said Israeli forces would withdraw as the dismantling of the Hamas militant group is complete. However, there was no immediate comment from the White House on Netanyahu's statement.
And just ahead of the special Republican primary election, candidates are making their final push as voters prepare to head to the polls on Tuesday. This week, several candidates took the stage in debates and stump meetings, speaking directly to voters and the media. Interim Senator Darlene Graham addressing voters over the phone, outlining her key priorities, including the Save America Act, rising health care costs, and overall affordability for South Carolina families. Graham is also responding to debate opponents who targeted her past support of local data center developments.
When I said we can't let China win the war when it comes to technology and AI, I believe that. President Trump believes that. But I'm not saying that we should just go around building data centers in everybody's backyard. There needs to be local communities, some guardrails put in place on how that's done. But ultimately, what's the alternative? Let China win? That could affect our national security. So we have to figure out a way of where these data centers can be built.
Some other Republican candidates facing Senator Graham include U.S. Representatives Ralph Norman and Russell Fry, former Governor Mark Sanford, retired Air Force Major Gail Parker, former Mayor of Myrtle Beach Mark McBride, and businessman Mark Lynch. The winner of the special Republican primary will face Democrat candidate Dr. Annie Andrews in November.
As we head outside, let's take a live look outside as we gear up to start our work week. It is 6:39 on your Monday morning. Don't go anywhere. Local coverage you can count on returns in just a few minutes.